Morning guys. Just at Rocky Bay quickly this morning. Had to wait quickly, someone was launching a boat and I got the pier for the first time is completely empty, no one on the pier. Probably because I'm here at the wrong time fishing, but who cares, I'm here. So I decided to go with my light setup, my 8x8. Just throwing a, what do you call it, a blade metal. It's a vibe lure. Let's see if I can maybe get the attention of something over here. The problem is there's quite a bit of rocks in front of me. I've never actually cast it from the top here. I've normally been down there and fishing over there, but conditions are a little bit rough, so I'm just fishing from the top here for now. The high tide was like not long ago, not even 2 hours ago I don't think, so I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit, let the tide drop just a bit, and then start working the rocky areas here with my ultralight stuff. But for now just using, oh man, stuck on a rock there, and that's not good because that's treble hooks. Damn it, probably not gonna get loose there. Oh crap, that is not what I wanted. Damn it. Also so frustrating, you get here and then it's, you know, perfect timing, sun literally peeking over the horizon, and then you get a auntie standing here taking up the fishing spot because she wants to record the boat that's leaving. Can't cast because she's in the way, have to wait for the boat, and then you rush yourself when you finally get your chance. Don't focus on what you're doing, get yourself tangled into the rocks there, all because you're now rushing because you've lost 10-15 minutes. Oh damn it, so this thing's not going to come off, and it's got some serious hooks on it, so they're not going to bend open. Very frustrating. Anywho, you guys don't need to watch me struggling with this thing. Catch you guys soon. I've just switched over to my ultralight setup here. The tide has dropped just enough now to be able to come and stand on some of these rocks. Probably have to put a slightly heavier jig head on. What have I got on now? It's just a 5 gram. Yeah, it's a bit light, but it's fine. I like to start light. See if I can get to the bottom or not. Oi. The waves are still a little bit more hectic than I thought, but it's okay. Wasn't having much success on the other side with the bigger stuff. So hopefully we will get some nice fish here in between the rocks with the ultralight setup. At least that's what we're hoping for. Maybe a nice little kingy. Wait. Or even a, anything really. I really don't care. I'm quite easy. Whatever wants to chow my lure, I'm happy. Not fussy at all. Oh, got a little excited there. It felt like a bite, but I think I was just dragging over a rock there, because this lure is moving quite a bit in the water here. Water's probably a bit rough for a 5 gram weight. Splash gerbits. I've also got the weedless jig head on, just because I really don't feel like spending most of my time changing setups. Already lost 2 on the bigger stuff. I actually had my Ultralight leader on my 8'8". I like fishing with that stuff. Obviously if I hook it to something big, I'm in serious trouble, but just to have a better action. But then the the spool I had on me was empty, so when I did snap off, I had to put the heavier stuff on. So yeah, luckily I actually loaded my box with all my fishing stuff in it into the car this morning quickly before I left, and I did have my other old spool in there, which is like half or quarter left on there. So at least I've still got some. I think as this tide drops a little bit more, hopefully get a little bit more action in here, because right now there's a lot of white water pushing in here very hard. Doesn't mean that there won't be more fish, but I think just everything's moving around a lot more than we would like. Almost got stuck there. Felt that rock. I also like to go as light as I possibly can. If I can get away with a 5 gram in these conditions, then I'll keep using it. Just because it sinks a bit slower, it's got a little bit more of a natural action. I find a 7 gram sometimes just dives a bit too quick. Although in these conditions, a 7 is probably ideal. Maybe even a 10. But I don't like going to a 10. It always just feels too hectic. It just feels like I'm on the floor straight away. It's too quick. I always feel like I have a better chance getting a bite on a lighter jig head, just because the action is much better. So I don't know if I got clupped by a fish there or got clupped by a rock. Didn't really feel too much. Felt a bit of a bump. Felt a bit like a rock. But somehow my lure was all messed up there. Does happen, I guess. try different spots. Just keep an eye on this water, because if a big one comes through, it's not going to be pleasant. I lost that one completely in the sun, but I saw it right at the end before it hit the water. Gonna get splashed here just a little bit, but it's worth it if you get a fish on. If always a big if. Fishing has been pretty crappy lately. Even at the river, haven't had any success at the river. But it's gonna change quite soon. There's no more rain around, so the river is cleaning up nicely. I was there yesterday morning quickly. I lie, actually 2 days ago, not yesterday. And the river was so high just with the tide. It's amazing how the tide changed the level of the river when the river itself's not actually flowing much. But as I got there, the river was draining out so heavily just from the tide that was pushing out. It was quite cool, but it was really flowing at the mouth. But yeah, anyways, let me save some battery, hopefully get a fish on soon, and I'll catch you guys then. Big fish, yeah boys. Oh, it feels big. Oh, I was getting knocked there by the rocks, and I thought that it's just a rock. It must be a wrasse, the way this thing is clapping me. It feels like a wrasse, and the way it pulls. Oh, I don't want to lose him now. He's right there by the big rock that's sticking out the water. Oh, he's going to cut me off there possibly. No, come out there. There we go, he's out. I saw a tail, I don't know what it is. It was too quick. Oh shit, pulling me in that hole, and there's so many shells and mussels. Oh, that must be a wrasse, the way he's flipping pulling me. Or is it a trevally? Looked a bit white. He's here behind me now. Oh, it's a trevally. Hey, it's a nice one. Wow. Haven't had one of these fish for a while. Oh, it's a nice one, man. Flip it. Very nice. Oh, the waves are clapping me up from behind now. Bit dodgy with the way I'm standing. Luckily the water here, if I get like some off here, it's not too deep. Oh, he's just chilling there. Maybe I should walk him off to the side there. He's a little bit big. I don't trust my line and my leader too much to lift him out the water. I'm going to try and walk him to that side, to the beach. Unless if he gets some more power and he takes me into a rock and cuts me off. But there he is. Stunning fish. Stunning fish. Although walking him off right now is going to be tough. So I think I'm going to have to, yeah, I think this way. This way here is a good spot. Oh, proper little fish. I'm not sure if it's a brassy trevally. That's why I thought it was a wrasse, because this thing is so strong. Wait, don't slide off here now. There we go. Nice fish. Very nice fish. Let's get my rods right out the way here. So Don't want it to cut my hand like the Scottsboro one cut my hand.
Hey, well done, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Clapped me right on the rocks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Right here. I thought it was a wrasse because he was fighting so hard, but it's a nice size fish. That's why he's fighting so hard.
Yeah. And what bait did you catch him?
On a soft plastic.
What?
This soft plastic lure.
Yes. Are you with this? Well, that's what is this? What are you? That kingy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, you got yourself on there.
Yeah. Been a while since I've caught one and been able to get it on camera as well.
Great.
Like a fish.
What fish is this?
It's a kingy.
What?
It's a kingy, a trevally.
That one is losing now.
Yeah.
The valley, eh?
Yeah, I think it could be a brassy. I'm not 100% sure.
The what?
A brassy trevally. Yeah, I think it's a brassy
The
trevally.
light stick, it must have been a good fight.
Yeah, no, it clapped me hard, eh?
Yeah.
Revive it a little bit. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Just ducked you now. Where is he now? Oh, I lost him here with the water running down. Oh, there he goes. There he is there. Yo, he almost cut me off a few times, eh? Shit.
Are you local guy?
Yeah, from the south coast, Ilovo side.
Okay.
But there's been nothing happening at Ilovo. Eh? Yo. Even the river is like so dead. There's nothing happening.
So on that lure, yes, that was a...
Yeah. Yeah, no, he smacked me hard. Eh? Yeah, close. Close. But before this wave that's coming. Even closer, like where the wave is now. Because I felt it hitting the rocks, pulling over the rocks. And then I just felt a pull. And then he clapped it and he took it. Yeah. And I was fishing over there on the pier earlier with my bigger rod. Nothing was happening there. Eh?
Let me see that. Yes, it's a small hook too, eh?
Yeah, it's tiny. He messed this thing up here so properly, yeah. It's like all tangled up and everything. There we go.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's
Tiny paddle tail, yeah. Just careful, the hook is in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Smacked
well
it
done.
hard.
Yeah, good fun, huh?
Yeah, especially on an ultralight rod like this, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's almost more fun catching a decent sized fish on this, or even a small fish.
Yeah.
Even a small fish on this little rod, it feels amazing.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah. I like these little, well, these blacktails, that's nice.
Yeah, the blacktails are fun as well, yeah. Even the tiny blacktails, they hit hard.
Yeah.
They smack you hard. But yeah, it's been a while since I've caught a trevally, so that was nice. Yeah. Well, yeah, local people call it kingies in South Africa.
Yeah, it's a king. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, it's different species, different kingies and stuff.
Yeah.
Get the different spots ones, and I'm sure that was a brassy trevally.
Right.
Brassy, yeah.
then you video it.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise the battery doesn't last.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure, eh? I never weigh them. I normally just measure them. Oh, I actually just used my rod this time because I was fighting him for so long. I just wanted to get him back. But probably about 40, roughly. Cool, man. Thanks, you too. Always interesting when you have a spectator and you kind of lose track of what you're doing and lose track of your thoughts. Oh, there's another fish. Oh, I swear there was a fish. I swear there was a fish. It took me on the edge. Let me see. I'm sure I just got knocked right there again. Look at my lure. That was not just rocks, that was a knock. The only problem with this hook, obviously being hidden like this, is you really have to set the hook. If you don't set the hook, the fish is off. So luckily the previous one I managed to set that hook quite nicely. It was not coming off. Although you don't know that until you get him out the water. It seems like this color is working now nicely. That was definitely a bite over there. Oh yeah, that was such a lucky fish. Can't remember when last I actually got a nice trevally, especially on my light rod, my ultralight rod. But they're clearly around here now, clearly hunting. Problem is trying to not get all snagged up and losing rigs and stuff. But that's exactly where he took me. I was literally like this, doof, 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 on the rock, and then smacked it. Because at first I wasn't 100% sure, is it actually a bite? And then I just felt that pull, and that's when I struck. And then he confirmed it with another good pull. So that was pretty awesome. It was a really nice size. I would have been happy with a fish half the size. No man, don't get stuck now. I don't even know if I have another one of these here. Might be the only one, so I'd prefer to not lose it. I'll take a few more casts before I switch the camera off. Just check. Some nice watermarks on here. So I'll probably speed up my footage. Oh well. It's all about the fun. Take a few more shots here while I'm rolling the camera, and then nothing happens, I'll switch it off again just to save some battery. I'm still lacquer wet as well. Those waves were smashing me from behind while I was busy trying to get that fish into the calmer water here and away from the rocks. Oh, I was on some heavy rocks there. Why does it feel like I got drag on my line now? Like I've got something on there. Or I missed a bite and my lure got all tangled up. No, it seems fine. It was just very strange. It just felt like there was so much drag, like I was stuck on something. Like a friggin' plastic bag or something. Who knows? I do find this part of the south coast seems to be a lot cleaner. You don't really, at least I've never been here when I've seen rubbish in the water and plastic and all kinds of crap. But unfortunately everywhere else further north on the south coast, there's so much crap in the water after rains. It just feels so good to finally catch a nice fish again on my small rod. I'm pretty sure that was a brassy trevally. It looked a lot like the previous ones that I caught that were brassy trevallies. It's just got that little bit of yellow on the tail. It's not a full yellow tail. It's mostly black and a little bit of yellow, and then it's got all those spots on it. I'm very sure it's a brassy. Could be wrong, but I'll confirm it later. I don't even want to take my phone out because it's in my sling bag, and the fish looked like he needed to get back in the water fairly quickly, so I didn't want to mess around too long. Oi, man. Waves are getting sillier. So anyways, I'm going to save a bit of battery, hopefully get another fish on. I think I have a fish on, yeah? I swear there was a pull and then it feels like there's no pull. I don't know. Might be a small blacktail or something. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's a small little wrasse. That was the softest fight from a wrasse I've ever had. That's why I was like confused. I was like, no man, that's a fish. I got a fish, and then there was no fish. Now to deal with a super slippery fish. Literally the hardest fish on earth to handle. Oh, hooked him proper in the top tree. Oh, showing off those teeth. Proper showing off his fangs there. Whew, I don't want those things to get hold of my finger. There we go. Hey man, that is literally the only issue with these fish. They're so stunning and they're so awesome to catch because they fight like they are 10 times their size, but they are so slippery. You cannot hold this fish. Even a few people I've spoken to, they all feel the same. You cannot hold this fish. There he goes, next to the rocks. I actually need to get down as well just to get all the slime off my hand. But yeah, I didn't want to hold on to him for too long because he would end up smacking a rock again, and I really don't like getting the fish hurt. So yeah, I think with a wrasse, if I get him off quickly like I just did with this one, I'll just chuck him in the water rather than struggling and he gets concussed, because they always come out of your hands. It really doesn't matter what you do, always come out of your hands. That was cool. Fish number 2. I definitely had a bite earlier, and then in between that I had a nasty wind knot that I had to cut off and then join my line. So that was cool. This lure is working really nicely today, and both those fish could have destroyed this lure, but because it's elastic, it doesn't get damaged. even with those fangs. You guys saw the fangs on that fish. Jeez, like it. I've seen them having teeth, but I've never seen it looking like fangs. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think for once I'm just catching the tide at the perfect time. Father-in-law came to visit 2 weeks ago. We went a few times, didn't get bites or anything. Took him to Garvey's the one day and we got plenty bites. We got our lures smashed in half, or plenty nibbles, but they were just biting short. They weren't committing because we were also using these same weedless jig heads. So problem was getting them on. I think they were probably a bit small on the day, whatever they were, and we literally, no one landed a fish but myself, my father-in-law, my boy as well. All of us had bites. We had other lures bitten in half. When I put this similar lure on, just a different color, I had nibbles, but yeah, didn't get my lure damaged, and also unfortunately didn't catch any fish. I think they were literally just biting short. This will come out here. Anyways, my battery is running low, so catch you guys on the next fish hopefully. So I'm about to leave, and I had a bronze back McCarthy lure on after losing my nice little green paddle tail to a rock. Put that on, had quite a few nibbles, and by this point my lure was like falling apart. And I keep getting nibbles right here in front, so lost the lure, not the setup, but literally the lure came off. It was so badly damaged already by then. So now I put on this white McCarthy, my boy calls it the Kingy Slayer, because there was a session we had where the Kingies literally could not leave that lure alone. So yeah, I'm about to get going here, but take a few more shots here, see if I'm lucky enough to get something on the line. I'm happy either way. It's been an epic session. Just catching that trevally, I'm 100% sure it's a brassy trevally. And that wrasse was really awesome. Really nice way to end the drought. It's been a while since I've caught something nice. Just been so busy with other projects and stuff that I've hardly gotten out to fish, and when I do, it's always a very short, quick little session, and somehow always end up at the wrong freaking time, and the tides are rubbish, or the water's just trash or whatever. So yeah, hopefully we get something else on here. That would be amazing. But it's still just fun, just feeling all these nibbles and knowing there's fish going after my lure. Not getting them on sucks a little bit, but might even be blacktails, I'm not too sure, because this wide gap hook is a little bit tricky to set. If he's not committing and swallowing that lure, I'm not going to get him on, and it keeps feeling like a short bite, like it's just on the tail. It's not a shad though, because the tail would be gone, and a wrasse even will bite that tail right off. I'm still using the same setup, basically still a 5 gram. It struggles to get down, but it does get down. That's also what I'm looking for, is more of a slower drop, not too aggressive. Don't want it to hit the ground too quick, because I do find I don't often get fish that way. Crap, lay on that big rock. I want to go and lose the setup now. There we go. just saw my line floating over that rock, and it's full of plants and some shells, and that's what you get stuck on. Well, the current is definitely pushing that way because I keep ending up there. Now right by that rock. Current is ripping. I landed there by that big rock. I'm here by this rock now. Just keep ripping to the left here. This is not ideal. Can't get it to where I want it. Take a gentle cast right here in the front. Because I had quite a few nibbles just here where this foam is. Like literally as I'm about to come out the water. But they keep short biting as well. They just nibble and nothing there. Oh. Might have been a rock there. It was a strange tap that. Could just be as I was jerking the lure, I tapped into the rock and the current clubbed it at the same time, so it felt a bit weird. But yeah, I'm going to take like a few more casts, call it 5 casts, and then I'm done. Then I'm leaving. Been a really nice session. Just catching that trevally alone made this whole session so awesome. Really nice sized fish. Give me a good run, especially on this Lucky Packet Chinese reel that I'm using. Lots of guys fishing though. There's so many boats out there, so many guys on fishing kayaks. Saw like 5 guys together earlier on their kayaks. It must be so awesome to be past the waves there with the fish finder on, so you know where the fish are. It must be so cool. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure that I'd be keen to do it. I mean, I am keen, but some of the videos I've seen with all the sharks and crap, yeah, just not for me. Put me on a boat any day, but on the kayak where I can flip over and become dinner, no thanks. Okay, 2 more casts. 1. Oh, current is smacking that lure. keeps coming towards me. I can't like fish it nice and slow, let it drop down slowly to the rocks. I have to keep reeling, otherwise my line is so slack I'll never know that there was a nibble. Anyway, last cast. Whack it there towards that rock. Come on, one fish for the camera. And that's it. No luck there, but it's all good. It was a good session, really awesome. Thanks to my wife actually offering, just telling me get my ass out there and go fish. And she took both kids to school, so yeah, if it wasn't for that I wouldn't have been here this morning. It's just a bit of a long drive to only come for a really short session. So yeah, I had a decent session, almost 3 hours, only 2 fish, but it was so worth it though. The fact that the wrasse was tiny doesn't matter. It wasn't much of a fight, but that fight of that trevally just made up for it completely. That was really awesome. But yeah, that was awesome. Rocky Bay, delivering the goods. Anyways, hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button. Still trying to get to that 500 subscribers so we can run a competition. And yeah, awesome. Cheers guys.